All power to the people. And we believe that. We don't know if the people believe that, because if we take our power, then we don't put up with this bullshit any longer. I simply want to say that I'm a member of the Refuge organization from the Bay Area, and also of Revolutionary Road Radio program. Poor people have been dealing with this shit for a very, very long time. And you're looking at a 60-year-old woman that has been a puppet through all of the social programs that we see happening today. But I can tell you one thing, we've come to the end of the road. We're seeing the rise of people and our young people, and a change in the conduct and attitude in our neighborhood that believe in the spirit of Robert Williams. That not only say hands up, but we say fight back. We believe in the spirit of Sister Fannie Lou Hamer, that was so courageous, that went and turned the Democratic Party convention of 1964 upside down. We believe in the spirit of Brother Malcolm X, that told us that we will be at this point where we would have to make a clear choice between the ballot or the bullet. And the reason why we're here now is because some of our allies have not really been our allies. Some of our allies has been bullshitting because poverty is big business for them. Oh yeah, that's what has been happening. But now what we see on the rise, we can't put it back in the bottle no more. Young people ain't interested in imitating no Jesse Jackson no more. Young people ain't interested in being no good white liberals anymore. We want freedom, and we want freedom now. Yes, we want freedom, and we want it now. And so when we see the rise of the spirit of a Nat Turner, we have to be clear that we have to make the right decision on saying what side are we on. We don't reject the spirit of fighting back, because we have buried too many of our young people from 7 to 47 in states where the blood of 137 bullets fill the body of Brother Timothy Russell and Melissa Williams. Not only Tamir Rice, all the way down in the Bay Area of the killing of Brother Trayvon Martin. And so we say, what side are you on? You prove it. You prove it by letting the point oppressed people be in charge of these organizations and lead these campaigns, because only the oppressed can free ourselves. All power to the people.
All right. Tell the truth.
Make some noise for Sister Debbie from Span, Ohio, who's coming next.
Healthcare is a human right. And it's time that we demanded it. Healthcare in America creates poverty. It sends nearly 2,000 people a day into bankruptcy because of medical debt. It is a big factor in 49% of foreclosures because of medical debt. Only in America. Healthcare is not a healing mission anymore. It's a corporate interest that views you as a consumer. You are not seen as a human being in need of care. You are seen as a revenue source from which they can extract ever-increasing profits to satisfy the shareholders. It's time we stop that. It's time we rose up. We need to take healthcare back. We need to create a system of healthcare that is truly universal. Everybody in. No qualification other than human being. A healthcare system that is equitable, where services and resources are allocated according to patient needs, not the needs of Wall Street. Full transparency in decision-making, public participation in all aspects of the system, and accountability to us, the people it serves. We cannot continue to protect the corporate interests while dehumanizing people. We cannot continue to question the financial cost of helping people rather than the moral cost of not helping them. It unfortunately has been shown that our elected leaders are not interested in doing that. So it is up to us. Here in Ohio, we want to put an issue on the ballot to make healthcare a human right and provide it for everyone in the state of Ohio, no matter what state status they may have, by 2020. We hope you'll be there to join us and help us. And remember, healthcare is a human right no matter what anyone tells you.
Coming to the mic next, and I know you guys are waiting on the big act. It's on its way, and then we're gonna get this march underway. Reverend Erica Williams from New Poor People's Campaign from Saginaw, Michigan. She's on her way to the microphone now. Make some noise for her.
Right now, our children this summer are still having to use bottled water to swim in swimming pools. What kind of shit is that? When our children can't even have the good water to swim and play every day like normal children. And yet still people have forgotten about what's happening in Flint. Not only that, the governor of Michigan has not even started the funding process on fixing the pipes in Flint. But they're telling people the water is okay for you to use. They're telling people it's okay for you to go back to life as usual. But as we know, we can't go back to business as usual. Am I right about it? Am I right about it? We know that we got to continue to march. We got to continue to work. And we got to be unified against this struggle. So I ask all of you today as you march, think about the children in Flint, Michigan. Think about them not able to have the basic human rights that every person deserves. So if you are with us, I ask you to log on to thepoorpeoples.org, log on to our work, and join us in our fight against bringing out the struggles of every person. Because as long as nobody is free, everybody's free, nobody is free. Am I right about it? And so today we're going to march, and we're going to let the Republican Party know, if you don't give us our rights, there will be no justice. I mean, there will be no peace if there is no justice. Amen? So peace and love to each of you. Log on to thepoorpeoplescampaign.org.
Let's make some noise for Reverend Williams, who just gave that powerful speech. Brother Tristan is coming to the stage from the Cuyahoga County Progressive Caucus. Let's make some noise from him.
Thank you. How you guys feeling out there? Good? Hot? All right. Well, let me tell you who I am real quick. My name's Tristan. I worked for Bernie Sanders around the country as a field director and also to get Bernie on the ballot. Yeah, who knows that it's really difficult to get on the ballot when you're a progressive in this country? Who knows that?
Vermin!
I know. So what we're doing now, it's called the Cuyahoga Progressive Caucus. Who here is from Cuyahoga County or surrounding county? Yeah. All right. We need to stick together to fight for what we're all talking about today, these progressive issues. $15 minimum wage, health care for all. I mean, clean water for our children. These are things that we're going to fight for, but we have to stick together to do it. So one thing I'm going to ask you to do is go to CUYCPC.org, log on, become a member. It's totally free. We believe that these clubs and groups, you shouldn't be charging. People need to be able to access this stuff for free. So come join us. Join the revolution. Let's keep the political revolution continuing here in Northeast Ohio. Thank you guys very much.
Sister Sherry is coming to the mic from the Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign. Let's make some noise for her.
Hello!
Yeah!
I bring you greetings from poor and homeless people across the United States of America. And we, if Fannie Lou Hamer were here today, would say we are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Remove the strap
So
from
all
the wrist.
of those that are out there in the nonprofit industrial complex
Thank you.
trying to tell me that I gotta vote for the least of two evils.
Fuck 'em!
You don't know how we live. You are not from a frontline community.
That's right!
Our lives today are like a gaping wound. We can't wait no more. We don't have the air conditioning in our house. We're the ones that drive around the clock to get here, just to be here, just to go back to the city of Philadelphia to march again on opening day of the Democratic National Convention.
Fight the power! Fuck the Democrats!
And everywhere I go, people tell me, Sherry, you can't say that on the stage.
Yes, you can!
Well,
Tell
guess
the
what?
truth.
Fuck you! I'll say whatever I need to on the stage. I too became an ordained minister.
Yes!
But the reason I went online and got ordained is because I was tired of speaking at funerals and paying somebody else to bury the people that I'm in the trenches with.
That's
And
right.
I wanted to bury people myself. So when people tell me to get to the back of the line, tell me some other organizations or other faith people can speak on my behalf.
Fuck 'em!
Damn it, you ain't taking my voice away!
We love you, Sherry!
Wow.
Tell the truth!
The most important
Sherry Honkala,
message I can
Vice
give
Presidential
to
candidate of
any
2012,
you that for real,
Green Party,
for real, live below the
leader of the Poor
poverty
People's
level.
Economic Human Rights Campaign,
Don't you dare have
speaking
anybody
outside of the
else
Republican
speak
National
for
Convention
you.
2016.
They ain't in the boxing ring and they better not tell you how to punch. I will continue to walk to the front of every single line because, damn it, my voice is important.
That's
and you
right.
can lock me up, but you can't lock up the idea of ending poverty in America. And the people that won't sell us down the river are poor people themselves.
That's right.
Thank you. Join me on opening day of the Democratic National Convention, where we either are going to vote for a different woman, maybe Dr. Jill Stein,
Right!
or if we don't vote for the other woman, join me. Become a soldier, because we're going to organize the next American spring.
That's right! Come on! Fight the power! We love you, Sherry! We love you, Sherry!
Come on, make some noise out here,
Tell the
y'all.
fucking truth! Fuck the Democrats!
Listen, one of the things that was talked about today is this importance of making sure that we get out and vote, that we vote out people that don't care about our interests, our issues. Right now in the city of Cleveland, we are fighting to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, just like across this country. And in our city council halls, city council voted not to pass legislation for a higher minimum wage, but they are getting ready to ask us for a tax increase. That makes no sense. So as we march today, I want you to think about that those who are in office that continue to oppress us in their legislative halls, we got to get them out of office. Do y'all agree? Yeah! I said, do y'all agree? Yeah! And listen, understand that today is just this moment, but it is a continued movement. And we got to keep it going. As we get ready for our main act and get ready to take off for the march, we're going to play a little more music. Just so you know, there's food and t-shirts in the back, and we'll be taking off here shortly.
Revolution, nothing less. How do we get out of this mess? Revolution, nothing less. How do we get out of this mess?
All right, we're going to archive this, and we're going to come right back for Prophets of Rage featuring Tom Morello at the Republican National Convention 2016.